Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please welcome back to the stage Director Terry McMahon.
Thanks very much, and thanks for staying. Another warm, happy, effortless film. We have arranged for razor blades at the back. I'm going to slip this after. Again, just very quickly, we don't have a lot of time by all accounts, but this is the kind of film that not everybody's going to like it, not everybody's going to be moved by it, but we have seen from our experiences in America, in China, and Edinburgh, that there are people who really are moved by it. And it's this kind of story that they feel is not represented on screen. And suddenly they're watching something where they go, Christ, this means something to me. The only way we're going to get this kind of movie out there is by support. And when I talk about this being our movie tonight, it wasn't a line, it's our movie. So be generous with these scorecards. Outside that, what are you laughing at? Outside that, we have Mo Dunford here, who is 25. It wasn't that fucking good for me.
My mum's in the audience now. Where are you, mum?
His real mother is here.
Where are you? My real mum, not that psycho bitch. Where's mum?
Here.
It's only a movie. How are you? How are you? Hey guys.
Again, just because I'm going to hand you over to Mo now, but just to contextualize it very fast, we had the script, we had these things, we had all these things we're trying to make for a small amount of money and all that kind of crap that goes with every film. But we had a whole bunch of blue-eyed, blonde-haired, pretty boys coming in. I mean, they looked like they were, seriously, I'm not taking the piss, they looked like they were auditioning for Westlife. There's nothing in them that was compelling other than they spent 3 hours a day in the gym, they had a false tan, they had perfect elocution, and they'd yet to find the soul. And we were in trouble. We were literally in trouble. Then this beautiful bastard walks in the room. And now we have no Dunford.
So this was my first premiere in my life, my first movie in my life ever. And I met my mum here tonight. She's still getting at me about wearing flip-flops from my first fucking so the feeling that I have now is exactly the same feeling that I had when I first read Terry's script, which is, I think Irish audiences are going to understand this. They're not all going to like it. There's always going to be people that are going to complain about it, might be offended by it, some may be confronted by it, some may feel like they're looking in the mirror when they watch it. But for the people that really need it, I think they're going to feel understood. They're going to feel understood. So that's the feeling I got when I read Terry's script. So, thank you.
Thank you guys. Firstly, I'd just like to congratulate both of you on, again, an incredibly powerful film and everyone involved with it. I think it's something really special. I'm just going to open this up to the floor because I'm sure a lot of you would like to ask about this. If you raise your hand and would like to ask a question, please do so in a volunteer round with a microphone. I'll start the ball rolling with one then. Stunned silence, I think, is a good sign, Terry. This film kicked me in the gut and kind of wrapped its arms around me at the same time. I think it's an incredibly beautiful piece, and like you said beforehand, it's not you who made it or made all the people and all that, it's a collaborative effort. But I think it's fair to say a lot of the impact it has is this man over here, Mo Dunford. You were talking a little bit there about...
Enough love, don't go to his head.
You were talking a little bit there about finding... about finding other actors. How did you come across this man? I mean, did he just audition because he's perfect?
Unfortunately, Rebecca Roper is not here tonight. She's the casting agent. And if any of you are making movies, get Rebecca Roper to cast your movies. And again, I was being slightly facetious, but we had a whole bunch of beautiful boys come in, and nothing wanted to make me puke faster. But we had a couple of compelling people as well. But we needed somebody who was 25 years of age, who seemed to have the experiential breaking of a soul, as well as a man-child quality. And what happened was Mo came in, and the first time he came in, I thought, okay, something interesting is happening here. Suddenly the room has shifted, suddenly everything has changed. And what Mo didn't realize at the time was, we did a whole series of callbacks, all that kind of stuff, the standard things that happen with movies. And Tim Palmer, the great Tim Palmer, and Rachel Lyson were producing the movie. Outside, he specifically said to me, you have to say Tim Palmer, the great Tim Palmer. But Tim, myself and Tim were going back and forward, and you know, he had all this kind of nonsense, because of what happened with Charlie Casanova, I was ready to shoot this film on a phone if necessary. That's how stupid I am. Thankfully, Tim was less stupid than me, and he realized the reality of getting it made. And we were in one of those positions where we couldn't find the person that we were looking for. But Mo didn't realize we had a whole bunch of callbacks, all that kind of stuff, and we were going through that all that merry dance of nonsense, and I asked for one callback. The one callback I asked for was Mo Dunford. And what Mo didn't realize at the time was that he was the only callback that I asked for. And we were out in IADT, where Rebecca Roper at the college where she teaches. What we didn't realize is that when Mo came in, he sat down, we had talked in private, we had communicated privately, because I wanted him to get the job. But I also understood that he wasn't a name, he wasn't any of those kind of things that we need to be. So suddenly we're in a situation where he walks in, he does what I think is the most remarkable thing I had seen the entire process. And myself and Rebecca and Tim, the producer, we were at our wits' end, and suddenly we go, he's the one. Now what we found out weeks later was that months in advance, Mo had booked a holiday to Malta. Instead of going to Malta, he should have gotten the taxi to the airport. He came to our audition having no awareness that he was the only callback. And if ever there was an indication of the integrity of the man in advance of shooting, that was it. And that's how he came about it.
Ladies and gentlemen in the middle back row there.
Yeah, thank you, Garrett. Nice job, Terry. Love the film. Great job. Just quick question on where the story came from, how it originated, and actually how different it may have ended up to what we just watched on the screen.
A long time ago, I used to work in a so-called psychiatric hospital, and I was there as a trainee nurse, and there was a lot of great people working there, and some not so great people, frankly. But I used to see that every weekend when the parents or guardians or whoever were the people who were minding these people outside the world of the hospital, they would come and they would visit. And they would be open and warm and all those kind of things, but the moment any inclination or aspiration toward intimacy was on the table, it was suddenly treated with suspicion and as if it was an aberration. And I thought, Christ, isn't it extraordinary that all these moral fascists out there are suddenly given incredible power to shut you down in terms of your aspiration if you've been diagnosed with a mental health issue. And that's where the story came from.
Mo, what research did you do into playing someone with a mental illness? How did you feel about it, and has it affected you personally? And where did you buy your samples?
I found these.
They're mine, actually, that's why I'm asking.
I don't mean to shoot your question down, but I didn't do any research at all. I don't mean to sound extra cocky or like I'm shooting you down. I really want to answer your question as best I can, but my brother, the guys know it here from Dungarvan, was hospitalised when I was 15 with diagnosed schizophrenia. And I just want to say for the record that they were fucking wrong. He doesn't have schizophrenia, he has many issues like us all, his ups and downs. But I saw what it took for my brother to live beyond a label, live beyond a stigma, the brave man that he is. I come from a place in Waterford, a small town in Dungarvan, there's great people there. And I see sometimes it's easier to call a person a fucking faggot or a spastic than it is to ask them how they are and share their feelings. And I've lived it, so I was glad to live it for Patrick, because this is for all the Patricks out there, and there are a lot of them in Ireland. There's that feeling, I think everyone understands it, it's for every Patrick out there, and there's loads of them.
So it's a lifetime of research then, and may I just say, it really showed on screen, and it was absolutely amazing. And thank
Well,
you
this is for my brother.
Yeah, thank you for the film. It was really
You're more than
awesome.
welcome. Thank you.
We've got to wrap up now, but listen, we're going to be in the Radisson Hotel. How yuppie are we? But we're going to be in the Radisson Hotel. Apparently there's free Prosecco there for the first 50 people. If you wait now, you might get there. And the other thing is, genuinely, this is the kind of film that sales agents and sales distributors are conflicted by. We've had staggering responses across the board, but they are understandably questioning what is the potential audience for this film. It starts here right now tonight, so thanks a lot.